Okay, so while they were restoring quality story time, so that kid was DDoSing my line or whatever, right? Oh, pretty damn annoying. He's been fucking with my internet connection for like the past like 2 or 3 months. You guys notice like my stream will go down and like, oh, my internet reset. I don't know if you remember when I was in Florida, I was having all sorts of Comcast problems with my modem. Internet kept resetting, super annoying. But I'm guessing I found out like the kid approached me on Skype a while ago, and he was like, I'm super hacker, I'm part of Blackade, and blah, I fuck your line up, blah blah blah. And so the kid's been DDoSing my connection. He has lots of fun. I hopped IPs a few times, blocked him off of Skype. Later found out that they can pull your IP from Justin TV's chat room, which is super cool. So basically, he's been having his little fun or whatever. I just kind of ignored him. Figured maybe he'd go away if he got bored after a while. Kept switching IPs, blah 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 blah. Thought about buying a VPN. So I get bored one night and I decide, whatever, let's talk to him on Skype. So I pull him into Skype. I know a lot of you were there for that. It's in my VODs or whatever. I talked to him for an hour. I pretty much call him a total fucking idiot because he's got no idea about any of the shit he does. He basically, he pays for like a shell booter site, like $20 a month to have access to shell so that he can saturate somebody's line for 90 seconds at a time. It's super fucking lame that you, like, it's below script kiddie. Like, you're paying for other people to be script kiddies. Like, it's the stupidest shit in the world. But regardless, in talking to him on Skype, I ripped his IP from Skype and gave it to a friend who was able to look up a whole bunch of information about him. I guess he backtraced the IP or whatever, found out where... Basically what happened was, I had a friend look up a whole bunch of shit. By the time I woke up in the morning, I had the names of, like, every family member, the phone number to, like, 3 of his brothers, the phone number to his home phone, his parents' name, his mom's name, his dad and mom's name. Like, it was pretty cool. I had a lot of information available to me. Hold on one second. Story has a good ending. Okay, so I also have, like, there was so much information. Like, I had, like, a copy of his dad's resume, okay, that he used to apply for, like, his most recent job. Really, really funny. So, I wake up, it's like 6 a.m., I just fed Nathan. So that's why I was up so early. Look at all my messages, I'm very happy. Go back to sleep, wake up at about, I think it's like 9:30 again, he gets hungry, feed my baby, put him back to sleep. And I come downstairs and I call the landline to the, house that I got. I call the phone number, and my buddy Jacob picks up. I call in, I'm like, hello? And he's like, hey, who is this? And I'm like, I'm looking for Wayne. And he's like, who is this? I'm like, this is your buddy Steve. Am I talking to Jacob? I was looking for your dad, bro. And so he's like, and then hangs up. And I try to call the number back, and all of a sudden it says, we're very sorry, but the number that you were trying to reach has listed your phone number in a directory that's not able to contact. Basically, I guess he blacklisted the number or whatever. You call the phone company and get the number blocked. And so that was cute. So I got on Google Voice, and I gave him a call via Google Voice, and I was like, hey, what's up, bro? And he's like, whatever, dude. So he's like, so you can Google shit. That's pretty cool that you got my phone number or whatever. You must think you're, like, super pro or whatever. And I'm like, no way, dude. I just wanted to talk to your dad or maybe your brother Jeremy or your sister Emma. And he's like, dude, that's not even, like, my family. And I was like, oh, are you sure, dude? And he's like, yeah, man. I was like, oh, really? And so I started sending him pictures over Skype of his sister. Like, I guess on the volleyball team, I got a ton of information on this kid. Like, I know more about his family than I know about mine. It's pretty funny. So he's like, whatever, dude. So you can Google my name. Like, congrats, you're pro. And I was like, so when's your mom or dad going to be home? And he's like, it doesn't even matter. Like, I'm going to block all numbers, including internet numbers and out-of-state numbers, so you won't even be able to reach this number. And I was like, okay, dude, I don't really think that's possible, and I also don't think it's advisable, too. I mean, if your family ever uses your phone. But I also left a message on your brother Mark's answering machine and your brother Peter's answering machine. So, I mean, regardless, I mean, somebody's going to call me back. And he's like, yeah, right, whatever, dude. You don't have anybody's phone numbers. And I was like, okay. So I was like, are your parents going to be home, like, at 5 or 6 o'clock? Like, I'm just curious, like, what's going on? And he's like, yeah, man, they'll be back then, so why don't you call? It's on. And so he hangs up, and about 30 minutes later, I get a phone call, and I pick up, and it's his landline number again. And I get a phone call, and it's like, who am I speaking to right now? I'm like, this is Stephen Bonnell. Who am I speaking to? He's like, this is Wayne. We need to talk. And And I was like, oh yeah, yeah, like I really want to talk to you. And he's like, can you tell me what exactly is going on here? And I'm like, your son has been destroying my internet connection over the past 2 months. He's And so, like, right after I said that, he was like, okay, listen up, okay? I don't know who you are. I don't want you calling my family. I told my son to knock this shit off 2 weeks ago, and I don't know why he's still messing around with us or whatever, but I don't want you ever contacting us again or posting our Facebooks or whatever, and I guarantee you my son is going to leave you alone and he'll never talk to you again. You'll never hear from him again. Just stop calling us. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. So that was the end of that. And I haven't gotten DDoS yet over the past 2 days. I'm pretty sure that kid is fucked. But, just in case, for good measure, and because I'm also still out quite a bit of money, I have Skype conversations, like text logs, and also video logs, obviously my VOD archive, of this kid admitting to all sorts of shit, you know? Admitting to DDoSing my line, admitting that his mom writes some fake Vicodin scripts. So, I mean, I did a little write-up on everything that happened, and I submitted the case to Judge Judy. So I'm going to see if I can get him in civil court on Judge Judy. I think that would be cool. And that's where I stand at with that right now. If I get on here, it would literally be the most exciting thing that's ever happened in my entire life. To get to see this kid in a courtroom would make me so happy. So happy. I'm pretty sure that it was his dad and not a friend. One of the things he said was the Facebooks. He said, stop posting our information from the Facebooks. So that made me think it was a dad. I think in my write-up I asked for $2,000 for lost wages, the cost of the new modem, and time spent trying to diagnose internet problems. I think $2,000 seems... The problem with DDoSing and the problem with my line of work is it's really, really hard to prove income lost. But I think I could get it.